Now, Africa's automotive industry is one of 4 sectors that can really boost trade between countries on the continent. That is according to the secretariat of the African Continental Free Trade Area, who was speaking at a trade fair in Egypt. Well, as Yasser Kim has more on that for us from Cairo.
The automobile industry has a lot of opportunities for growth in Africa and can add significantly to the continent's gross domestic product. But statistics show it has not lived up to its potential. In 2022, total passenger car sales in Africa exceeded 790,000 units. South Africa recorded the highest number of vehicle sales in Africa with more than 363,000 passenger car sales. That's about 38% of total sales on the continent. Morocco and Egypt were the other leading countries for car sales in Africa. To put it into perspective, the Middle East and North African region sold nearly 2 million cars. That's over double the sales of the much more populated Africa. This is owed to the lower living conditions and the higher tax and customs slapped on car imports in the continent. And it has been worsened by the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic and the conflict in East Europe.
For example, at the moment we have 21% interest rates in Egypt. This makes it very, very difficult for consumers to buy cars. The OEM industry is being affected. So the main market is the after-sale market.
Most people in Africa resort to importing used cars and spare parts rather than the more expensive new ones. But delegates at the Intra-African Trade Fair say local manufacturing is the sustainable solution.
The African continent has capacity to produce cars, to produce them well. By creating value addition on the ground, we at the same time increase the revenue of the people, and we at the same time decrease the price because we will be less dependent on imports from outside of the continent.
According to Statista figures, in 2021, over 606,000 cars were manufactured or assembled in Africa, with most of the vehicles exported to other regions. Currently, Morocco is the continent's top producer, followed by South Africa and Egypt.
Locally manufactured vehicles will be expensive because of cost of production, and of course, they are not able to gain economy of scale because production is not, for you to reduce price, you have to produce large quantity.
But the potential for more sales in Africa is huge amid an increase in population which has risen to more than 1.4 billion people, and large markets like Nigeria, which is the continent's most populous nation. Many countries are already entertaining the idea, but more incentives are needed.
One of them is that government must provide affordable financing for them to be able to, for the consumers to be able to buy locally manufactured vehicles. Government should also give the local manufacturers incentives such as tax cuts, subsidy, so that they're able to produce.
Experts say a strong auto industry would increase investments, state revenue, create jobs and cut the hefty import bills. And to put words into action, the Afrexim Bank announced it has dedicated a $1 billion fund to support African vehicle manufacturing based on the recommendations set by experts at the IATF. Yasser Hakim, CGTN, Cairo, Egypt.